kettlebell pullover. So we like to use this specific drill as a way to dissociate arm motion from our upper back and our low back. So the ground is a great way to give our brain some input to where we're at in space. So we use that so we can keep our low back engaged into the floor and keep our pelvis positioning and kind of isolate the motion into the shoulder and the shoulder blade. So a lot of people, when they go to press overhead, have a hard time without compensating into their low back, and they have a hard time getting their shoulder blade to move around the rib cage. So this is a drill that we like to use to kind of ingrain that movement pattern and create a little bit of a feel, so you can have an idea what it feels like to have your shoulder blades move around your rib cage without cheating into your low back. So simplest way to do it is to take a yoga block, a plyo box or a bench, just something to put your feet up on, and put that between your knees. And then when we hold this kettlebell, I like to reach toward the ceiling, but I'm not reaching as hard as I possibly can, but I like to reach toward that ceiling, keeping my upper neck or my cervical spine in a neutral position. And then I'm only reaching as far as I can without having my low back pop off the ground or having my ribs expand up toward the ceiling, because I'm trying to isolate the motion into the shoulder joint. And then when I hold the kettlebell, I like to have the bell go up and then kind of point back toward over my head and hold on to the side of the bell. So again, I'm gonna slightly reach. I have a little bit of tension into the yoga block with my knees, a little bit of tension with my heels into the box to kind of set my pelvis. And then I'm reaching overhead, coming back, making sure I'm controlling my breathing. Breathe in, get to that overhead position, blow my air out as I'm coming back out. And a lot of times people have a hard time getting their shoulder blades to move around the ribs. As they do this, the weight will kind of fall back down and they'll squeeze. You can feel your shoulder blades push into the floor. So another drill, a cue I like, is keep your shoulder blades off the floor as we do the entire drill. So that way it's forcing my shoulder blades to move around my rib cage. So if I want to scale this a little bit more, what I can do is I can get rid of the yoga block and the box to put a little bit more demand on my trunk musculature to where it'll drive some more of that arching that typically occurs in the low back. So if I'm here, I keep my low back engaged, exact same setup, shoulder blades off the floor, and then I go through that motion. It continues to reinforce that movement pattern of moving through the shoulder and the shoulder blades without compensating into the kind of like mid back, low back area.